Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just love rare finds, today's video is for you. We're exploring ultra-rare, $1 coins that can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. If you've got one, it might be worth far more than you think. First up, we have the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Now, at first glance, this might look like just another dollar coin from the late 70s. But here's the catch, this coin is actually one of the most valuable $1 coins in US history. Some of these have sold for as much as $15,000. Yes, you heard that right, $15,000 for a single dollar coin. Now, before you rush off to check your spare change, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted as part of a series meant to honor the women's suffrage movement and the incredible Susan B. Anthony herself. Anthony was instrumental in securing women's voting rights, so this coin was a way of celebrating her legacy and that major achievement in American history. The coin features her likeness on the front, with an eagle landing on the moon on the reverse, a nod to the time period's cultural and historical significance. But what makes this coin truly stand out among other US coins is the rare minting error that occurred with a small batch of these coins. You see, most 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars are worth, well, just $1, maybe a couple of bucks above face value at best. But there's a small subset of these coins that were struck with a double die obverse error. This means that the image of Susan B. Anthony was stamped onto the coin twice. When this happens, the design shifts slightly, causing a noticeable doubling of the image. And here's where it gets really interesting, because of this rare minting error, some collectors are willing to pay huge amounts of money for one of these error coins. If you happen to find one, it could be worth a small fortune. But how do you know if you've got one of these valuable error coins? Well, it's actually easier than you might think. Let me show you what to look for. Here's the key, check the date and the stars around Susan B. Anthony's image. If you notice that the date and the stars are doubled, especially in the area of the date and around her nose, then you might have a high-value coin on your hands. This is the giveaway that you're looking at a double die obverse error coin, and that's what makes it so special. A lot of these coins may look perfectly fine at first glance, but once you take a closer look, you'll see that the details around the date and her face are more prominent and slightly shifted. If that's the case, you could have just discovered a very valuable piece of American numismatic history. And if you're lucky enough to own one, or if you find one in your collection, it could be worth up to $15,000 at auction, depending on the condition and the severity of the doubling. Next up, we have the 1971 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar. Now, this one might not be as widely known to casual collectors, but it's definitely one of the most valuable $1 coins out there. Some of these rare coins have sold for as much as $14,000. Yep, $14,000 for just $1 coin. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, the Eisenhower dollar was minted to commemorate the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, as well as the historic Apollo 11 moon landing. This coin was produced in the early 1970s, but here's where it gets interesting. Typically, the 1971 version is marked with a mint mark, which tells you where the coin was made. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint, for example, would have no mint mark, while coins from the Denver Mint would have a D, and those from the San Francisco Mint would have an RS. But there's a rare anomaly, a small batch of 1971 Eisenhower dollars were struck without any mint mark at all. And because of this, they are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, why is this such a big deal? Mint marks are important for collectors because they tell you where the coin was made, and typically, the mint mark is stamped on the reverse side of the coin. So, if a 1971 Eisenhower dollar doesn't have any mint mark at all, it's considered an error coin, and that's exactly what makes it so valuable. Collectors want these rare versions because of the mistake in the minting process, and some are willing to pay thousands of dollars to add one to their collection. If you happen to find one of these in your collection, it could be worth much more than just $1. Here's how you can spot one of these rare coins. Flip the coin over and check the reverse side, just below the eagle. Normally, you'd expect to see a D or S the mint mark there, depending on whether it came from Denver or San Francisco. But if there's nothing there, you might be looking at one of these highly valuable 1971 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollars. It's really that simple. So, next time you're flipping through your collection or checking your change, make sure to give your Eisenhower dollars a closer look. If there's no mint mark, you could have found a hidden gem worth way more than just $1. And last, but certainly not least, we have the 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar. This coin is one of the most exciting and valuable $1 coins out there. You might be thinking, wait, isn't that just the coin with a Native American woman on it? Well, yes, but there's a specific version of the 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar that sold for an absolutely jaw-dropping $117,500 at an auction back in 2014. Now, what makes this coin so special? Well, just like the others, it's an error coin. But this time, it has to do with something a bit different, the edge lettering. The 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar was supposed to have a thin, lettered edge, but some of these coins were mistakenly struck with a plain edge. The edge was supposed to feature a unique inscription, but for some reason, a few coins got through the minting process without it. And that tiny mistake led to one of the most surprising sales in the world of coin collecting. One of these error coins was sold at auction for over $100,000, shocking the entire coin collecting community. And, of course, this wasn't just some random sale. The coin's value was pushed up by the intense interest from collectors, which shows just how much demand there is for these rare error pieces. But even without the error, the 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar is still an impressive piece of American history. Designed to honor the contributions of Native American women, it features the likeness of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who helped guide the Lewis and Clark expedition. The coin's design is a tribute to her strength and determination, making it a meaningful addition to any collection, whether it's error-free or not. Now, if you're wondering how to spot one of these rare error coins, it's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is take a close look at the edge of the coin. If you notice that the edge is smooth with no lettering at all, you've found something special. The coins that were struck with a plain edge, instead of the intended lettered edge, are the ones worth a lot more than face value. So, next time you've got a 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar, don't just overlook it. Give the edge a close inspection. If it's smooth, you might have just uncovered a treasure worth thousands of dollars. Conclusion. So there you have it, the top 3 most expensive and ultra-rare $1 coins in the United States. From the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with its double die error to the 1971 no-mint mark Eisenhower dollar and the incredible 2000 OP Sacagawea dollar, these coins are worth far more than their face value and are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you might have one of these coins, take a closer look. You could be holding a piece of history worth a small fortune. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any more coin tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those rare coins.